Greetings, welcome back. This is Queen Elle of QueenElle79, and today I wanted to pop in and do a super quick touch base with regard to the Spoonie Life series. So this is episode 2, and if you have not checked out episode 1 of the Spoonie Life series, please feel free to check that out above. It should be pop up around here, so I will link that. Now, the Spoonie Life series, it is it's my account, my personal account, and kind of like a vlog, a diary, if you will, of my dealings with chronic illness and just it's kind of like my musing regarding chronic illness and just living with chronic illness. So I will have different topics, talk about different aspects of living with chronic illnesses. And in episode 1, I covered all of the illnesses that I have and kind of like the timing of when I started doing research on them and where things stand right now. So, with this episode, like I said, it will be super quick. It's just a touch base, and I wanted to talk about my holistic journey. So, if you're not familiar with my brand and my business, it is also titled Queen Elle, and I have a store on Etsy called QueenElle79.etsy.com. I will provide the link down in the description box or the website. And my business and my brand are all about sustainability and holistic living. All natural products, from candles to some body products, just all natural products. And sustainable as far as the packaging down to how I ship the products, using products that can be recycled, and the jars that I use, even the one type of plastic jars that I have, they are recycled and recyclable plastic jars. So I'm just always looking for sustainable products in my everyday life as well as in my business. With regard to my holistic journey, I feel like every journey really starts from within. It's a journey in the physical sense, from the outward, actually, the moves that I've made, but it definitely started from within. I stopped eating pork and beef uh, almost 25 years ago and just haven't looked back. I was a teenager and, well, I was two. I'm just kidding. I was a teenager, and it really was on a whim. It wasn't really on some holistic type of stuff, but I did know that there were benefits to not eating pork and beef, and I didn't really, I mean, there was no like vegan initiative like there is now, like a major push or anything. No one I knew did not eat meat. I had some friends that I knew of who didn't eat, and some family members who didn't eat pork for different reasons, but um, I didn't know anyone who didn't eat beef, and no one in my immediate family didn't eat meat. So it was just something that I decided. It was what I feel was my first adult decision, that was autonomous. And so um, I noticed immediately the benefit to my digestive system and how it regulated my digestive system just instantly. And that's something that I have noticed throughout my life as well. And so I will say, like, some people who will say that certain chronic illnesses, especially autoimmune conditions, can be almost instantly solved by not eating meat. Um, I don't believe that, because there are some things that are within our control, definitely, especially with regard to processed foods, dairy products, especially. But meat alone, I feel, definitely does not cure. It might help or aid in alleviating some conditions and, as far as increasing longevity, but as far as just a completely um, like wiping out different illnesses, I'm not sure, just for me personally. because I know how long I've gone without eating red meat. So that was over 20 years ago. And then over the course of my adult life, there are different things that I have strived to do, especially in recent years with um, the health issues that I have sustained. I feel like I'm at my best when I'm drinking more water, when I am completely avoiding dairy products, when I am not consuming that much starch, because that is something. I don't believe I have a gluten intolerance. However, I do know that when I consume a high amount of carbs, which almost over the years it was like to compensate for the lack of heaviness in my food for me not eating meat. So I would replace that with carbs, which was to my own detriment. So I do notice that I feel literally lighter when I don't consume as many carbs. So cutting out like dairy and carbs, and I still consume them in moderation. I don't really consume dairy, but I have been known to have some ice cream from time to time, which, I mean, I pay the price, believe me. But with regard to my inflammation, I know that dairy definitely feeds it. I know that sugar feeds it. So I try to me, it's all about balance. I try to find the balance in everything. So I've noticed, which is no surprise, that like my skin is clearer when I'm consuming more water and less processed foods. When I'm avoiding processed foods altogether, my skin, I've been known to have like some dry patches and eczema on my skin, and I've noticed that that is almost eliminated when I avoid processed foods, dairy products, and mostly carbs, and up my water intake. So with regard to my holistic living, so that's where my diet plays a part in it. What I've also learned is stress. That we've been told that stress is a silent killer. I have hypertension, and I know that stress definitely adversely affects hypertension for me and for many others. So I try to, pardon me, I'm swatting away mosquitoes nipping at my ankles. So I definitely I strive to keep my stress level low. Sometimes that's easier said than done. We have many external stressors. So it's all about how you process whatever conflict comes your way. Things will come your way, but it's about how you handle them. So I strive to keep my stress level low and avoid stressful situations. Keep some distance between myself and people who I feel drain my energy, or kind of poke at me, or instigate, or try to provoke me, or trigger, different aspects of my personality that I don't really want, where I don't want to go there, basically. So, you are in charge of your own atmosphere, your own space. And it's about protecting your own peace, and to be an advocate for yourself. And I do that, and I notice that my stress level stays fairly low most of the time for that reason. So that's another way to incorporate holistic living. Journaling is an outlet for me as far as channeling any type of energy that I have, manifesting any type of desires that I have. I get them out on paper. Also, any emotional things that are going on within me, when I hold them in, which I definitely am good for doing, that's a stress factor for me. So when I get it out, just let it out. However it comes out, that helps me as well and gives me peace. Meditating, praying, yoga, these are things that are not gimmicky. They can seem trendy right now, but they are truly ways to stay on an even keel, keep your chakras aligned. You can do different things, whatever kind of gives you, and I'm losing a bit of light, but I'm almost finished here. But those are ways that you can kind of just stay at peace and keep like a zenful disposition, whether it's showering, even something as simple as a shower. I'm someone who loves music, and so listening to certain genres of music and singing and dancing just effortlessly, those are ways that I keep a certain amount of peace within me. Interacting with my children, getting rest, sleeping. When you feel the need to rest, your mind, your body, they need rest. Whether it's getting a cat nap, I did some research and read some statistics that showed that people who have a power nap at least once a day, they are the most productive people. And a power nap is not a cat nap. A cat nap is super light. A power nap is, I read that the sweet spot is about 90 minutes. If you can get a 90-minute nap in, you will feel really productive and can tackle the rest of your day. If you get less than that, 60 minutes can be effective, but 90 minutes is the most effective. It's been proven. And if you do, let's say less than 60 minutes, then it's too light of a sleep. You might wake up feeling groggy, like you need more. If you get more than 90 minutes, it will start to feel more like a deeper sleep. And you don't want to wake up from a state of a deep sleep. So that can kind of have the opposite effect. But 90 minutes seems to be the sweet spot. So feel free to time yourself and give yourself the blessing of extra rest throughout your day. So that's something else. Let's see. I would say some things to avoid, or any, I mentioned like distancing yourself from any toxicity. I would say whether it's in the form of media, like music, different songs that maybe take you to a toxic place or put toxic thoughts in your mind, whether it's what you consume, basically reading something that might be somewhat toxic to your spirit, your psyche, or images that you see online or on the TV. Um, those are things that you would want to avoid to keep you in the certain, headspace that you want to be the most productive, and to elevate and be the best version of yourself. So I'm going to go on and cut it here. Like I said, I'm losing some light here. I have the brightness on my computer turned up, so that's why you're able to see me right now. But I did just want to pop in, and I do want to do at least on a weekly basis. I would like to get up to twice a week of popping in and doing addressing different topics. And it's not just with regard to the Spoonie Life, but because I am someone who has chronic illnesses, it's something that benefits me. So I will incorporate these different topics into my series. I hope that I'm being of use to you. If you have any questions or if you have any suggestions for future content, please feel free to reach out to me. This is Queen Elle of QueenElle79. Ashe, namaste, be blessed.